Hello, this is just a basic rundown of the letus35A 35mm adapter. Right, so basically this is it. Yeah. Right, you've got your battery pack, which holds 2 AA batteries. No? You can see it? No. Okay. So it's got an on and off switch. Keep it vibrating. Yeah. Right, so that's held on by Velcro, which is there and there. Basically, yeah. Stays on. Right. This is the swappable mount. At the moment this is the Nikon mount. So to change it to the Canon mount, you just loosen this set screw. There we go. Just loosen it. Take this out, which is the mount, and you flip it, put it back in. There we go. Tighten it. Then you've got the Canon FD mount. Change it back, you loosen this, take this out, flip it, put it back in. Then you've got the Nikon mount. Right. So on the back we've got the acromat, which this is the side that attaches to the camera. This is a 58mm thread. So depending if you've got a large camera or a small camera, you'll need to step up or step down ring to 58mm. Right, now this acromat is the improved acromat, which has no chromatic aberrations. Now, a chromatic aberration is the blue fringing which happens on some of the adapters on the edges and on some cameras. In high contrast areas, so from like a black to white something on the edge, you may get a slight blue fringe just in between the two colours. So this doesn't do that. So yes, so that's basically it. It's a full metal case. Well, no, it's actually 99.9% metal. So this is metal. It's got a metal case. The mount is metal, so that's aluminium, I think. The threads are metal. It's a metal acromat. Well, the acromat's not metal, the acromat's glass, but it's got a metal case. This little ring here in between the acromat threads and the outer case, this little tiny kind of ring, that is plastic. And this little ring here in between the mount and the outer case, that is plastic. So it's all metal except for those two little bits, which doesn't matter at all, really. Right, so that's it. Another little twirl. Right, so to attach it to your camera you will need, this is a small camera. This camera has a 43mm thread on the front of it, same as the HV20, which I used to own, don't anymore. This is basically a 43 to 46 and a 46 to 58 step up ring. Yeah, alright. So screw that into the front of your camera. Now you won't want to tighten this too tight because it can get stuck. So it's on, but it's not, you don't want to force it. Right. So then you take the adapter and you screw that in. There we go. So that's it. That's it on at the moment. And this adapter is light enough to use without rods and support on most cameras. And with the HV20, it's a tiny little thing. this camera's got quite a decent thread on the front of it. It's full metal. But with the HV20, its thread's plastic. So I used it without thread. No, I used it without support and rods at the time, but it always felt a bit dodgy. So I always supported it like this. So you support the camera and the adapter, so you can hold it kind of in the middle. Then it should be fine. But yeah, this one's quite good. It's got all metal, so that's not going anywhere. So, what else was I going to say? Yes, alright. Size comparison. It's quite a small adapter, smaller than most of them. This is basically a CD. It's a DVD, but same size as a CD. So yeah, that's the size comparison. So that should go up to there. There we go. Yep, there. It's pretty small. This with a lens on it, right? This here is a 35mm Nikon lens. It's an f1.4, so it's relatively large. It's a pretty big lens. 50mm lens is about half the size. So basically this goes on the adapter like that. That's it.